Have you ever noticed how some people naturally draw others in, while some seem to go unnoticed? It's not about being lucky or having perfect looks. The secret lies in understanding how to truly connect on a deeper level. It's not about throwing out random compliments or using cliché lines. No, it's about learning what really ignites curiosity and keeps people intrigued. That's exactly what we're exploring today. You see, building meaningful connections isn't magic. It's a skill you can develop. And as the wise Will Rogers once said, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make that first impression count, shall we? Stay with me, and I'll guide you through the strategies that can help you leave a lasting impact. Ready to unlock that secret spark? Let's dive in. Number 1. First impressions are everything, especially in relationships. But it's not just about looking your best or saying the right words. It's about how you interact and create an experience that lingers in someone's mind. One of the best ways to do that, by creating a sense of mystery and intrigue while still having fun. The goal is to make them think about you long after the conversation is over, without trying too hard. Sound interesting? Stick with me, because I'm about to share some powerful techniques to build that irresistible connection. Step 1. Embrace humor. Mark Twain once said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." And he wasn't wrong. Humor is a powerful tool. It can break down walls and create a sense of trust faster than any compliment ever could. It's not just about cracking jokes, it's about showing confidence and social ease. When you can make someone laugh, you demonstrate emotional intelligence, wit, and control of the moment. Those are incredibly attractive qualities. And believe me, if you can make someone laugh, you're already halfway to building a meaningful connection. Step 2. Master the art of playful teasing. This one's tricky, but oh so effective when done right. Playful teasing is about creating a fun, light-hearted back and forth. It's like saying, "I'm not completely convinced by your charm just yet," but with a grin. The key here is to keep it respectful, never crossing into hurtful or negative territory. Think of it as gently pulling their leg in a way that shows confidence and a bit of challenge. It sets you apart because you're not placing them on a pedestal. Instead, you're creating a dynamic of equals where both of you are enjoying the interaction. Here's an example. Imagine you smile and say, "You know, I'm not sure you and I would really work out." You're not actually rejecting them. Far from it. You're creating a playful tension, a push and pull that sparks curiosity. Suddenly, the dynamic shifts from one person chasing the other to two people engaging in light, enjoyable banter. You're showing that you're comfortable enough to have fun without taking things too seriously. And trust me, that stands out. Step 3. Avoid predictable compliments. We've all heard the usual lines, "You have such a beautiful smile," or "You look amazing." Sure, those are nice, but they don't leave a lasting impression. Most people rely on these compliments out of nervousness. But the truth is, people aren't just looking to hear that they're attractive. They want to feel something deeper, something authentic. When you avoid predictable flattery, you subtly communicate that your standards are higher, that you're looking for more than just surface-level beauty. This keeps the interaction interesting and makes them want to earn your attention. Step 4. Create a memorable dynamic. What really sets you apart is the dynamic you create during the conversation. Playful pushback, paired with humor and curiosity, builds a unique connection. You're showing that you're engaged without idolizing the other person, which is a key balance. But, and this is important, you also have to be careful not to overdo it. If you tease too much, it can come across as dismissive or even rude. The goal isn't to make them question whether you care, but to create that perfect tension where they're left wondering, are they flirting with me or just having fun? This subtle push and pull dynamic keeps them intrigued. They'll find themselves thinking about you and trying to figure you out, and that mental investment is powerful. It's what draws people closer, making them want to spend more time with you to uncover who you really are. Step 5. Build trust through laughter. Here's something people often overlook. Laughter isn't just about entertainment. It's about trust. When you can make someone laugh, even when they're feeling low, you show emotional strength and resilience. These are qualities people gravitate toward, especially when life gets tough. Humor in vulnerable moments communicates that you're someone who can handle challenges with grace. And in a world where many struggle to open up, that kind of emotional connection is priceless. People want to feel safe with those they trust, and humor is one of the best ways to build that trust. It signals that you're not only approachable, but also emotionally intelligent. This, in turn, transforms how they see you. Not just as someone fun, but as someone they can genuinely rely on. So, there you have it. Humor, playful teasing, avoiding cliches, and building trust through laughter. These are the foundations of making a lasting impression. Once you master these tactics, you'll notice a shift in how people respond to you. The conversations become more engaging, the connections deeper. It's no longer about impressing someone. It's about truly connecting with them on a level that most people never reach. Are you ready to make that shift? Let's go out there and spark some unforgettable moments. Number 2, mirroring body language has an incredible impact. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where everything just flows? You lean in, they lean in. Your gestures subtly match each other. It's almost like an unspoken dance. This is the magic of mirroring, a powerful yet often unnoticed way to connect with someone on a deeper level. But don't get the wrong idea. Mirroring isn't about awkwardly copying someone's every move. It's about naturally reflecting their body language to build a sense of trust and rapport. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how magnetic it feels when someone mirrors your energy? It's as if there's an invisible bond forming between you. Oprah Winfrey once said, "If you want to connect, lean in." And she's absolutely right. Leaning in doesn't just show interest. It signals engagement on a subconscious level. It tells the other person, "I'm here with you. I'm present." But it's not just about leaning. Even the smallest gestures, like a slight tilt of your head or a soft nod, can have a profound effect. These tiny actions say more than words ever could. I hear you, I see you, and I'm truly paying attention. This is where real connection begins. On the flip side, if your eyes start wandering around the room, or you avoid eye contact, you send the exact opposite message: disinterest. Scientists have even studied this phenomenon. They discovered that during conversations, we naturally synchronize tiny movements without realizing it. These micro movements, quick nods, subtle shifts in posture, and small changes in facial expression create a rhythm of connection. It's as if our brains are quietly saying, "This person understands me." And honestly, isn't that what we all want? To feel understood and connected. Close friends often share this unspoken rhythm. Have you ever noticed how long-time friends or couples can mirror each other without trying? It's because their connection is built on these invisible signals. This level of non-verbal understanding plays a huge role in strengthening bonds. whether in friendship or romance. So, how can you apply this? It's simple, really. Next time you're in a conversation, try mirroring subtly. If they lean in a little too. If they nod, give a gentle nod in return. Tilt your head slightly to show engagement. The key is subtlety. Make it natural. You're not mimicking, you're reflecting the energy of the moment. The beauty of mirroring is that it transforms your interactions without anyone consciously noticing. It creates a sense of harmony and connection that words alone can't achieve. Give it a try. You might be surprised by how much deeper and more meaningful your conversations become. After all, we're all searching for those moments when we can look at someone and think, this person gets me. And that, my friend, is the power of connection. Number 3, flip the script. Picture this. You're having a conversation with someone who's clearly intrigued by you. There's a little spark, a sense of curiosity in the air. Now, here's the kicker. People love a bit of a challenge. Not the kind that makes them feel awkward or uncomfortable, but a playful, intriguing kind that keeps them guessing. This is the type of dynamic that subtly invites them to lean in, to want more of your presence without even realizing it. Think about it for a moment. Are you the type who always goes with the flow, agreeing with everything to keep the peace? Or are you someone who brings a little spice into the interaction, a hint of playful resistance that leaves them intrigued? There's power in keeping things light and fun. For example, the next time you're flirting, try saying something cheeky like, "My mum warned me about people like you, the kind that might totally take advantage of my kindness." See what just happened? You've turned the tables in a charming way. You're implying that they're trying to win you over, creating a playful scenario where they feel like they're the ones doing the chasing. This flips the usual dynamic and taps into a natural competitive instinct, without ever being too serious or intimidating. The magic lies in keeping the energy playful. Timing is crucial though. Let's say someone's sharing their passion for painting or cooking. You don't want to nod along and agree with everything they say. It's boring and it won't leave a lasting impression. Instead, you might smile and say, I'm not so sure I believe you. I think you'll have to prove it to me." What happens next? You've set the stage for a fun back and forth. They'll probably laugh and rise to the playful challenge. Now, you're creating chemistry. This push and pull of tension and relaxation is what keeps people hooked. Of course, context matters. If the vibe is serious or tense, it's not the right moment for playful teasing. Dropping a flirty line out of nowhere in that kind of setting might feel forced or even awkward. But when the mood is light, when both of you are laughing and the conversation feels easy, that's your cue. You want them to see you as someone who doesn't take things too seriously, someone who knows how to have fun. Dr. Helen Fisher, an anthropologist famous for her research on love and attraction, talks about how playful competition can trigger dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is a chemical tied to feelings of pleasure, and it plays a big role in romantic attraction. That's why playful banter, teasing that's done with warmth and good intentions, works so well. It's like giving the other person an emotional roller coaster, full of highs and lows, that keeps them thinking about you even after the conversation ends. So, here's the key: balance. You're not trying to one-up them or make them feel small. You're showing confidence by being willing to poke fun at both yourself and them, all in good humor. It's a dance, a playful, light-hearted exchange that builds a sense of connection and attraction. For instance, if you're talking about baking, you might grin and say, "I bet I could make a better cake than you." Now, they're invested. They'll probably try to prove you wrong, and in doing so, they become more engaged in the interaction. The competition is subtle, not cutthroat. It's engaging without ever being mean-spirited. Ultimately, it's about leaving a memorable impression. You want the conversation to be enjoyable for both of you, with moments that make them smile even after the moment has passed. It's the kind of chemistry that lingers, making them want to see you again, talk to you again, and discover more about you. So, what's your next move? Next time someone opens up about something they're passionate about, are you just going to agree and move on? Or will you throw in a playful challenge to keep things interesting? Will you master the art of tension and fun, creating that irresistible connection? The choice is yours, but trust me, a little playfulness can go a long way. Number 4, let your eyes do the talking. Have you ever stopped to think about the power of a single glance? It's fascinating how just a brief moment of eye contact can communicate so much. Without saying a word, your eyes can send a message, sometimes stronger than anything you could put into words. Eye contact is a secret weapon in building connections, and once you understand how to use it, you'll be amazed by the results. People, especially women, are incredibly perceptive. They often sense your level of interest before you even speak. That's because the eyes don't lie. They reveal confidence, curiosity, nervousness, or even playful interest. But here's the thing, it's not just about looking at someone, it's about how you look at them. Controlled eye contact is the key. Hold someone's gaze long enough to spark curiosity, but not so long that it feels awkward. Picture this. You're at the grocery store and you notice someone across the aisle. You catch her eye, hold the gaze for a couple of seconds, then smile and calmly look away. That small, subtle action says so much more than words ever could. It's like a quiet message saying, "I see you and I'm intrigued." What makes this moment so powerful is the curiosity it creates. As humans, we're naturally drawn to the unknown, to things that aren't immediately clear or obvious. That brief moment of eye contact, followed by looking away, introduces a hint of mystery. It's like leaving the door open just enough for someone to wonder what's on the other side. Women, in particular, often appreciate a bit of a challenge. They don't want everything handed to them on a silver platter. They want something that sparks curiosity and keeps them engaged. With the right eye contact, you strike that perfect balance. You're showing confidence without coming across as pushy. You're interested, but not desperate, and that's compelling. Here's where the real magic happens. When you break eye contact at just the right moment, it leaves her wondering, wait, why did he look away? Was he interested or not? That little bit of uncertainty pulls her in. It sparks thoughts, questions, and curiosity, making her think about you even after the moment has passed. This isn't just a theory, it's backed by behavioral science. Studies show that eye contact activates the brain's reward system, increasing feelings of attraction and emotional connection. Albert Mehrabian's research found that 93% of communication is nonverbal, meaning your body language, especially your eyes, often speaks louder than your words. This is why controlled eye contact is such a powerful tool. You can create tension, connection, and intrigue without ever saying a word. But it's important to stay calm and composed. You're not trying to overdo it. The goal isn't to make her notice you, it's to make her feel something. You want her to be curious, to wonder about you, to feel a spark of intrigue. That's where the real magic lies. Once you've established that initial connection, keep it going. Flirting is like a dance. You take a step, and she takes a step. The eye contact invites her in, but it's the timing, the rhythm, and the subtle balance between confidence and mystery that keep her engaged. It's about knowing when to hold the gaze, when to smile, and when to leave, just enough suspense to make her want to learn more. As the great Will Rogers once said, "You never get a second chance to make a first impression." He was absolutely right. Mastering the art of eye contact gives you a huge advantage in making that first impression unforgettable. Sometimes, words aren't necessary to captivate someone. A glance, a smile, and a moment of subtle tension can spark something electric. So, the next time you find yourself in a conversation, or even just a passing moment, don't underestimate the power of your eyes. It might just be the most underrated skill you'll ever master. Number 5. The ultimate secret: push and pull. Let's talk about a little-known but powerful technique: push and pull. It's like a playful dance where you step in, show interest, then gently step back. Not to confuse or manipulate, but to create excitement, mystery, and emotional connection. It's about keeping things intriguing, keeping her guessing just a bit, and sparking curiosity. So, what is push and pull? The push is when you show a little distance or disinterest. The pull is when you lean back in with warmth and attention. Think of it like a game of balance. Too much push, and you seem aloof. Too much pull, and you risk coming off as desperate. The magic lies in the subtle shifts between these two, keeping things light and fun. Let me give you some examples. You might say something teasing but playful, like, "You know, I'm starting to think you're dangerous for my sanity. I might have to stay away from you before I get too hooked." Or maybe you smile and say, "Wow, you're making this difficult. I was supposed to be the charming one here, but now I don't stand a chance." These kinds of lines, playful and a little cheeky, can work wonders when done with the right tone. Whether in person or over text, they keep the interaction lively, creating a back and forth dynamic. But remember, it's all about timing and reading the situation. The real secret of push and pull isn't just about words. It's about the emotions it stirs up. People, especially women, respond strongly to emotional shifts. Think about the excitement you feel on a roller coaster. The ups and downs keep you engaged, your heart racing, and your mind captivated. That's what push and pull can do in conversation, on a more subtle level. When someone experiences moments of excitement, curiosity, and even playful frustration, their brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to feelings of pleasure and attraction. It's why we're drawn to things that keep us on our toes. If you can master this emotional rhythm, you create a bond that's hard to ignore. Imagine this. During a conversation, you show your interest. Let's say you're at a 6 out of 10 on the interest scale. Then, you tease her with a playful push, bringing that number down slightly. A few moments later, you bring it back up to an 8 by showing warmth and attention again. This emotional dance keeps the connection alive and exciting. But there's one crucial rule: respect and balance. Push and pull isn't about tricking someone. It's about creating a dynamic where both of you feel engaged, challenged, and connected. You never want to push too hard or come across as cold. Similarly, if you only pull, it may come off as too intense or one-sided. The goal is to maintain that perfect blend of curiosity and comfort. As Mark Twain wisely said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." And that applies here. To master push and pull, you just need to start practicing. Keep it fun, keep it respectful, and remember, this isn't a power game. It's about building chemistry through playful tension. Next time you're in a conversation, ask yourself, How can I create a little push and pull? Maybe tease her a bit, then follow up with a warm smile or compliment. Push her away slightly, then draw her closer with genuine interest. When done with care and authenticity, it creates a connection that's both memorable and exciting. So, step into the dance. Playfully push, then gently pull her back in with warmth and curiosity. You might just be surprised by the magic it creates. Number 6. Create a spark, then disappear. Have you ever noticed how the best TV shows end on a cliffhanger? Just when things are getting intense, they cut to black, leaving you desperate to know what happens next. Now, imagine using that same strategy in your conversations. Picture this. You're chatting with her, and everything is flowing perfectly. She's laughing at your jokes. The connection feels electric. That's your moment. Not to keep going, but to pause and take control of the situation. Instead of letting the conversation fizzle out naturally, you end it at the peak. You might say something like, "I hate to cut this short, but I've got to take care of something. Let's continue this soon." What you're doing is leaving the door open for more. You've created anticipation, sparked her curiosity, and left her wanting to know what's next. You didn't close the interaction. You shifted it into the future, making her eager to reconnect. Here's why this works. People are naturally drawn to what feels just out of reach. Anticipation activates the brain's dopamine system, the same reward pathway responsible for excitement and desire. By ending the conversation on a high note, you become someone memorable, someone she's thinking about long after you've said goodbye. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding the power of timing and mystery. By stepping away at just the right moment, you create a magnetism that keeps her curious and interested. As the saying goes, always leave them wanting more. Try it next time and see the difference for yourself. Number 7. The power of a simple touch. Have you ever really thought about how powerful a single touch can be? It's like we're wired to understand the meaning behind every touch, whether it conveys comfort, empathy, love, or even tension. Studies show that people can interpret touch with up to 83% accuracy. So, think about it. What kind of message are you sending when you touch someone? Is it a light brush, a firm grip, a gentle pat? Every touch carries a different energy and intention. When it comes to building attraction, there's a simple but effective technique called the 5-15 rule. The idea is to naturally touch the other person 5 times over the course of a 15-minute conversation. These touches don't have to be obvious. They can be subtle and easygoing. Maybe it's a playful nudge after a joke, or a light touch on the arm while sharing a laugh. Done right, these small gestures can add layers to your words and create a deeper connection. Now, let's take it a step further with what I like to call the 3 H's of intimacy: hands, hips, and head. Let's start with the hands. Imagine you're in a fun conversation and you gently graze someone's hand while laughing at something they said. It's a small, subtle move, but it sparks a sense of warmth and connection instantly. It's not about making a grand gesture, it's the little moments that count. Next, the hips. Picture guiding someone through a crowded room with a light touch on their lower back or hip. You're not saying a word, but that small gesture silently communicates care, confidence, and attention. It shows you're present and engaged in the moment. Finally, we have the head. This is the most intimate of the 3. It could be as simple as a friendly tap on the shoulder, or, if you're already comfortable with the person, a playful brush of hair. Touching someone's head, when done with respect, creates a unique sense of closeness that can't be easily replicated. These subtle touches can shift the entire energy of an interaction. But here's the important part. Mastering the art of touch is all about subtlety. You're not trying to overwhelm anyone. Sometimes, the smallest, most thoughtful gesture can leave the biggest impact. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about using tricks or manipulation. It's about creating genuine connections with confidence and care. When you approach these moments with authenticity, people can feel it. It's that authenticity that makes you memorable and builds meaningful relationships. So, next time you're in a conversation, ask yourself, what kind of energy am I sharing through touch? A well-timed, thoughtful gesture can be a game changer. It's a natural way to show warmth and interest without saying a word. If you found these tips helpful, we'd love your support. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more content like this. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.